Hello, I'm Sister Rose Pacatte here in Los Angeles reporting on films in theaters this week. At the top of my list is The Last Mountain. It's a documentary, and while not entertaining per se, it's very artistic and tells a vitally important human story with much emotional impact. It's the story of a group of people, a community of people, of activists in West Virginia who are trying to save the last mountaintop of 500 mountaintops that have been blasted apart by big coal for profit. And it shows the great environmental injury that has been done to West Virginia, including the loss of jobs, even though they don't want you to know that. Now, Bobby Kennedy Jr. lends his considerable support to this movement and to the film. We kind of follow him through. There's a positive turn to this. There is an answer in renewable energy sources such as wind farming, and we end up looking at and visiting a Benedictine abbey where they have installed a wind turbine. Bobby Kennedy's big message is about the way big coal has subverted the democratic process, and I would like to quote, "Whenever you see big environmental injury, you will see the disappearance of democratic public process at the local level so that local people can no longer participate in the determination and decision of how public trust assets like water and air are allocated." And you do see this destruction in the film. But both the filmmaker and Bobby Kennedy say, get involved on the local level. Get involved in the democratic process. That's the answer. Now, I'm a big fan of the X-Men Marvel comic book franchise, always have been, and this one, X-Men First Class, goes back and tells the story of how it all started, how these mutants came together. It rewrites the story of the Cuban Missile Crisis in a very entertaining and thankfully a peaceful way. But it does show, as always, that the reasons why we don't get along is often because we will not accept the differences of one another. The Cave of Forgotten Dreams is a 3D documentary about the discovery of the oldest human drawings in a cave in southern France. They were discovered in 1994. These date back, they think, as far as 32,000 years. Fascinating film. I'm going to add an extra review for the film Beginners. It's getting rave reviews. Christopher Plummer comes out after 44 years of marriage as being a gay man. His young son, is not his young son, 38-year-old Ewan McGregor plays his son. He can't get along with any of the women that he's in relationships with, but the father wants to try all this new stuff. I have to tell you, this may have had potential, but I thought it was the most boring film I've seen all year. I did like the Jack Terrier, though, named Arthur. I would like one of those. Longer reviews for The Last Mountain and X-Men First Class can be found here at AmericanCatholic.org, and I hope to see you next time for looking for seeds of the gospel in the movies. Thank you, and may God bless you.